Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schwein, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, and my agent at the beach, Mark Grimes, along with Josh Hennig. He's producing the show today. We're broadcasting live at LaScala's BeachHouse in Brigantine for our Eagles pregame show. The Eagles are up in Minnesota playing the Vikings, and P.J., good morning to you. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I'm feeling a little negative going into this.
Well, that's your moniker, Mr. Negadelphia. How appropriate.
The last couple weeks have been rough. I mean, it's been rough to be an Eagles fan these last couple weeks.
My agent at the beach, Mark Grimes, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great.
You saw that you were at the Eagles game 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I thought
the
you were up
Broncos,
in New York, but
yeah.
but you know, listen, I got to tell you guys, I went to the Flyers game the other day, Thursday. Okay. I have never seen a Flyers or Sixers game, the Wells Fargo Center, that empty.
Wow.
It was empty.
Wow.
Now, you know, obviously that doesn't happen to the Eagles, but guess what? They lose today, and they got problems.
Hey, if we lose Carson wins,
right? Can you imagine?
We got real problems.
We're broadcasting.
Now you're really going to look like a genius.
Yeah, right. Well, you know why I said that, Mr. Negadelphia, because I've picked against the Eagles the last 2 weeks.
I know you have, and I picked for them, and I'm actually feeling wrong about it quite a bit.
Listen, man, because prior to 2 weeks ago, they were 4-0 and they were winning games. We get that old adage, it's the NFL, a win's a win. They're winning games ugly. Guess what? They were winning games ugly. They weren't doing it. They were winning. They were winning by the skin of their teeth. They weren't putting together a cohesive offensive game plan, and they weren't executing it. So when I see that, and then I see the schedule that they're playing, the last 2 weeks I went against them, and it hurt, but I did.
Yeah, I mean, I can't blame you there. I mean, I think that the games that we even won could have gone the other way. Honestly, they were probably, came down to a couple plays. If it didn't go our way there, we were gonna have some. The record could look a lot worse right now than it
Absolutely.
does. Good. Yeah.
Yep. Hey, I'm having a little deja vu with this offensive coordinator situation. Didn't we have this issue 2 years ago?
We did, and everybody was frustrated. And it's a lot of talent on the team, a lot of frustration, but. Yeah, they're just not finding that continuity. They're not clicking. It doesn't seem like we're running very smooth.
Yep. The Philadelphia Eagles have they're ranked 25th, I think it is, in their offensive. I mean, they got the same team offensively as they did last year, minus Mekhi Becton. You're going to tell me one guy makes the big difference, or the offensive coordinator running? Patullo's been in the organization for a few years. They're running basically the same plays.
Here's the only light at the end of the tunnel. They were writing off the Kansas City Chiefs 4 weeks ago, and they turned it around.
Right.
So I think we can turn it around.
Well, you know what they say, PJ? It's a long season in the NFL, and teams are going to go through the ups and downs. Let's just hope that's all it is.
Yeah, I mean, we still have the talent on the team. We have some we have some holes. I would say our biggest issue amongst our offense getting together is our secondary. I think that I'm a little nervous about Carson Wentz today.
Well, if Quinyon Mitchell, it looks like he's going to play. He was on the injury report.
Yeah, contrary to some of the online idiots, Quinyon Mitchell is not just fully practicing all week. He didn't even have an injury designation for the game.
Right.
So the last time I checked, that means he's playing.
Well, when I looked at the injury report, it said full practice. That's all it said.
Well, he was full practice all week, but there was no injury designation. For those who don't know, injury designation is like questionable, doubtful, probable.
Right.
He had nothing next to him, so he's good to go.
Now, we're broadcasting live at LaScala's BeachHouse. This place is phenomenal. The food's unbelievable. That's for starters. Then you got the atmosphere. You sit at the bar, they got these big screen TVs. We got a great crowd in here. Everybody's cheering. They're singing the fight song. Grimes, you get into it. You're at the game.
Yes. I'm telling you, last week was it was great atmosphere, by the way. I'm sorry, when they played the Broncos.
Right.
Thank God I didn't go to the Giants game and drive up the parkway. I heard. I don't know if you saw the videos of fans.
Yeah.
They were nasty.
They were nasty up there.
Which guess what? They should be. Because we've been picking on them for 10 years.
We've been beating them up for a bit. Yeah, we've been beating them up for a little bit. I got a lot of calls about that game.
Yeah.
We got the keys to the game with Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News. We'll talk to him around 10:30. Brought to you by Blitz's Market. We'll get talk to Scott. I know Dave Klemick, when he's here with us, he loves to talk to Scott about, because he's in the locker room, gets to see their how they are, the chemistry, I guess, the camaraderie between the players. What's going on, a scuttlebutt, if you will.
I think Scott Grayson's going to be in a good mood this morning. Our Sun Devils pulled it out last night, the last second.
Hey, by the way, great night yesterday. College football was unbelievable. I watched Ole Miss, Georgia. Got myself chicken wings. Was in front of the TV. Then I got to watch Notre Dame, USC. And, of course, I sprinkled a little Flyers in. They got a nice win last night against a tough Minnesota Wild team.
Not an easy team. Yeah.
By the way, Philadelphia right now is 2-0 against Minnesota this weekend. Is that a good – because the Sixers beat the Timberwolves on Friday.
Yep.
Minus
The
their
Flyers
starters.
beat Minnesota Wild on Saturday. And so is that a good omen for the Eagles, or is – I don't know.
I don't know either, but, all I know is Nick Earnshaw yesterday on the program was so excited that Joel Embiid played. I said, temper your excitement. Don't get too excited because it's only a preseason game and the Timberwolves starters didn't even play. And not only that, if you look at his resume, what's he play, like 58 games a year?
Yeah, half.
So it's
about
inevitable,
half.
right?
Yeah, well.
Hey, Joshy, that's what I like about you. You always look at the glass half full, and this guy looks at the glass half empty. So you always bring
That's because I'm sitting next to Mr. Negadelphia.
I don't know if I look at that glass half full, but I just look at the glass.
Yeah, exactly.
I just look at how much is in the glass.
Right,
yeah?
there you go.
All right. There was a little bit of a controversy between me and Josh yesterday, and I want to get your opinion. Not a big controversy, but I had to send him a text while he was broadcasting live. He said, Saquon Barkley, right after the game last week, which was on a Thursday night, said he needed to get away from they needed this break, and they needed to get away. He needed to get away. I'm not saying he was speaking for the rest of the team, but I'm sure he's echoing those sentiments. I'm sure he wasn't the only one thinking that way. And he said that he needed to get away from the team. They needed to get away from the locker room and hit the refresh button.
Like a reboot system.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen, there's obviously some tension there, right? You start losing. You're used to being winning. We're so used to them winning.
Right.
I mean, when they lost the game,
At one point they were 20-1.
Right. So we were, we weren't expecting that. And so then when that starts happening, it changes the vibe. I mean, these guys are frustrated.
If I can just defend myself for a minute, okay? Because, just a second. So what I was talking about was there was a texter who texted in yesterday who said that the whole team said.
Oh, he said the guys on the team.
The guys on the team, but he framed it like the whole team couldn't stand each other. They got to get away. So then I said, I listened to A.J. Brown. I listened to Lane Johnson. I listened to Dallas Goedert. I listened to Jalen Hurts. None of them said that. So then Billy texted me. He says, well, Saquon said it. And the way Billy framed it to me, frankly, ticked me off.
Well, but Josh, hold on. I played the clip on my show. That's why it was topical.
But that doesn't. That's
it
not
came
the
out of
point
his mouth verbatim. We need to get away from we need to get away from each other. Is what
Listen,
he said.
I work at 97.3 ESPN.
Right.
Aside from your show, every guest, every show I've listened to, everywhere I've gone, no one brought that up.
Why wouldn't they? He said it.
Because it doesn't matter.
It came right out of the horse's.
It doesn't matter.
Josh, it does matter. It came right out of the horse's mouth.
Here's an example, okay? Comments like that make me want to have a break from you. Okay? Because
and he only works with me one day a week.
Because what we do is, as a society, we project on the other people what one person might say. We create monoliths as a society. So I don't care if one guy said it. Doesn't mean the whole team said it.
Do you think he just that was just his sentiments? Or do you think he got it from everybody else?
I think that's his sentiments.
See, and it's not just a guy. It's Saquon Barkley.
Scott
He's
should
one of
know.
the leaders on the team.
But Scott should know.
But again, the larger point is nobody else who covers the team made that a topic the entire week of anywhere I listen
no one has the acronym that I do when I pick things up.
So now it's Billy's smarter than everybody else.
Because I pay attention to detail,
So you don't pay attention to anything that AJ said, Lane said,
no,
Jordan
first of all, I don't
Mailata
believe
said.
it. Guess what? I don't listen to anything AJ because I think he just talks to hear himself talk.
Okay, so the next time AJ makes a comment, remember that.
He contradicts himself all the time.
I know what he doesn't pay attention to: speed limits.
Me and PJ both got pulled over today. I got a ticket coming into LaScala's.
Yeah. Well,
going like 45 and it's 30. And I saw a 35-mile-an-hour sign.
Listen, it's bad negotiations. You got to work it out with.
He must have been a Cowboys fan. He saw your jersey on.
Well, we got a great show lined up today. We're broadcasting live from LaScala's Beach House. We're sitting here in LaScala's. We're looking at these big screen TVs, and we can see the Atlantic Ocean through palm trees. How does it get any better than that?
It's got to be the only place in South Jersey that you're sitting by palm trees, looking at the water, and enjoying a drink.
I'm telling you, there's several of these places up and down the coast. This is the nicest. I'm telling you, this is unbelievable.
At the bottom of the second hour, we'll be joined by my fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Rest. He's calling us in from Rome. He's going to be in Rome.
Yeah, he told us
he was in Greece last week. He's going to be in Rome. He's like on a world tour.
Listen, he's doing more traveling than me.
Yeah, I know.
He's
not going to have enough room on his passport to get stamped. All right, we got a great show lined up. Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda's here. My agent at the beach, Mark Grimes. Josh Hennig. We're broadcasting live from LaScala's Beach House. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office, 609-399-1227. I want to tell you about McCann Appraisers. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call Johnny McCann & Associates, 609-263-7422. Whether for commercial residential properties, for estate tax, financial planning, divorce financing, and more, the professionals at Johnny McCann & Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Give them a call anytime, 609-263-7422. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schwein, Mr. Negadelphia, P.J. Corda, my agent at the beach, Mark Grimes, and Josh Hennig, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Eagles football on 97.3 ESPN as the Eagles travel to face the Minnesota Vikings later today.
He's going for Barkley, and it is caught by Barkley down the far sideline, and he is in for the touchdown.
Excellent play call, and Jalen Hurts drops a dime right into Barkley's lap.
Pre-game coverage begins at noon. Merrill and Mike call all the action starting at 1 p.m. This is where the Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver David Klemick. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch the big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs, plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails that keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemick sent you.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical, they're number one.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. BABBEL.com.
Whatever your vision for holiday decorating, the Home Depot has what you need to bring it to life. Like our warm white holiday lights with steady lit technology, so your lights stay glowing even if one bulb fails. Whether you're going for a soft, warm glow or a colorful display of holiday cheer, choose from our wide variety of holiday lights starting at $5 in store only. Find everything you need to get your holidays started with the Home Depot.
Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new parlay zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus and present in New Jersey. See site for full terms and conditions. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966. Ballybet, Sportsbook and Casino. Download it.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from LaScala's BeachHouse in Brigantine for our Eagles pregame show. Billy Schweim here with you. Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, my agent at the beach, Mark Grimes, and Josh Hennig Grimes. I'm still tweaked. I'm so upset over that ticket. I got a ticket.
By the way, I want to make a shout-out to Bobby Schweim, who apparently thinks he listens to the show, but he doesn't, because Bobby literally, for some reason, thinks it's important to text Billy Schweim during the last break and tell him, you didn't say good morning to Josh.
I thought I could have sworn I said Josh Hennig.
He literally went down the lineup. He says, PJ, Mark Grimes, Josh.
Then he said, you idiot.
Wait. Yeah, well, I thought he did, didn't he?
You know, Dave Clement's going to try to get Bobby and I to fight again.
I'm donating to that one.
We'll fight on the lawn of the White House, 4th of July.
All right, let's do it. I'll talk to Dana White for you.
All right, speaking of a fight, the Eagles got a fight on their hands, guys, and it doesn't get any easier. I mean, next week we got to take care of business today.
Yeah.
Because I don't even want to think about what this place would be like. The South Jersey, Delaware Valley area, if the Eagles drop a game to the Minnesota Vikings and Carson Wentz. Can you imagine that?
Oh.
Talk about Mr. Negadelphia.
Listen, when Carson was on our team, I was a big fan. I mean,
he was what, 11-0 when he got hurt against the Rams?
11-1.
11-1. Yeah, and then I mean, obviously Nick came in and finished the job and did everything, but. Look, the guy can throw the ball. I mean, and if he can put those passes on, our secondary's got to keep up. And you said Mitchell's coming back. That's we need him.
Jalen Carter, he's
gonna play or
dealing with a heel, but they
second,
said he's
questionable.
He's questionable.
I
think he'll go.
He's questionable, but Carter and Dickerson are an example of guys who probably will be available. It's just the team is kind of putting the whole we'll see.
Did Jalen practice?
He was limited.
He was limited. Yeah.
Okay.
I have the report here, and it does say limited, but he did participate. So
yes.
What's that? He's got a heel problem. I mean.
Well, he's been dealing with a shoulder problem for 2 years. So read into that what you will.
All right. So Grimesy, I talked earlier about the troubles the offense is having, and you're only missing technically one guy from last year's team, which was Mekhi Becton, who goes to San Diego as a free agent.
Yep.
Landon Dickerson can't stay healthy.
Yep.
Lane Johnson's missed parts of 2 or 3 games. The offense is being accused of being very predictable.
Yep.
My thought process was yesterday during the show, I said to Dave Clement, they should just concentrate on what they do well and run those plays. Like in practice, if you just keep doing it over and over and over again, it becomes second nature to you. So you don't have to think, you don't have to react, you just play.
I agree with that.
All right, so what's the problem?
I don't know. I think they'll come together today. Like I said,
you think or you're hoping?
No. I think they're going to come together today. I think we're going to follow right in the footsteps of the Kansas City Chiefs. Start getting it rolling now. We got like I told you, the first 4 games was really preseason. Now we start ramping it up. Unfortunately, we won the first 4 games, and now I think we're getting a little high on ourselves of how good we really are, and we weren't that good. But I think we have one of the top defenses in the NFL, and I think we're going to start showing it today.
Well, they better gear up because right now we're 4-2. The Minnesota Vikings are 3-2. They haven't played this is their first game in the States in over a month. Right?
That's an impact. That has an impact. I think
they were in Europe the last 2 weeks and they had a bye, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, the Minnesota Vikings say what I don't know. Could they be weary? coming back home to play after being in a different time zone for 2 weeks straight?
They're certainly not healthy. Their top pass rusher, Andrew Van Ginkel, he is out for the game today. Okay. They're playing their number 3 third-string center today, are the Vikings. So that's at least 2 important positions you could say could easily be something that, now maybe not easily the way this Eagles team plays, but it should be something the Eagles should take advantage of, right, Bill?
And the Eagles defense is ranked 6th in the 21st. They've come up a couple spots. Minnesota's defense is ranked 6th.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Something's got to give, PJ.
I'm going to be honest. We need Jalen Carter to put pressure, especially now after, Josh telling us they got a weak center. I mean, we need Carter to get in there, create that pass rush, make him some mistakes so our secondary gets a little bit of break there. We can't give them too much time.
Grimes, you make a good point. So, like, the first 4 games is in effect like the preseason games because the starters don't even play. So this is the week they got to get – they got to come out. For me to be happy, to feel good, I want another aesthetically pleasing game where they have drives. They can sustain a drive. Saquon Barkley, I need him to rush over 100 yards. I'd like to see Devonta Smith and A.J. Brown both have at least 6 to 8 targets. Jalen Hurts, I don't want to see him run that much, but, maybe escape the pocket once or twice to keep the defense honest.
Yep.
Yeah, but not the short passes. When you say 6 to 8 targets, not these 5 yard.
No, right.
I'm talking about 15, 20. It doesn't have to be a bomb, but I'm saying mid-sized, decent plays where it develops and he's, in those routes and you can hit him in stride.
Well, that's why, for me, I keep pointing to the coaching staff because every time the Philadelphia Eagles have been to a championship game, who is the play caller? Andy Reid, Doug Peterson / Frank Reich, Shane Steichen, Kellen Moore. Why is it that every single time the Eagles go to the Super Bowl, they have an experienced play caller, and yet when they have problems, they have neophyte minds like Kevin Patullo telling us that everything is fine, everything is okay, like the picture of that dog in the fire in the house drinking the coffee.
Yeah, but even when we were winning with Kellen Moore, a lot of people weren't happy with him. We felt like he was young. He was, I don't know.
But some people, you give them a bag of money and they complain. Okay,
That's true.
I can't solve those.
No, they'll say the bag's too heavy.
But Billy, for example, you're an example of someone who you said last year, after the bye week,
right,
if they run the ball, they can win games. Well, they went on a huge winning streak, and then they won the championship.
Yeah.
So, Billy, you saw firsthand what they needed to do last year,
Josh,
and they did it.
And I've said numerous times on my show, and I'm sure you echoed the same sentiment on your show, hanging with Hennig from 12 to 3 on Saturdays. But big guys beat up on little guys. And we had the biggest offensive line in the league, and they were blowing people off the ball. Saquon Barkley was getting 3 yards, 4 yards before he was even touched. This year, they're not sustaining their blocks. Jordan Mailata's not having a great year up blocking.
Jordan Mailata got owned by Brian Burns on Thursday Football.
Landon Dickerson and Jurgensen, they haven't been performing to the best of their ability.
They're not 100%.
I have heard multiple people, from Brian Baldinger to others, say that Jurgens, Dickerson, and Lane Johnson are not healthy. He doesn't care what the Eagles say.
Okay.
Because,
and again,
former players know, right? Former players are saying, I've heard Chris Long say it, I've heard Dan Orlovsky say it. Like, they are all saying the same thing. These guys are hurt. They are not healthy at all. And then Jurgens admitted 2 weeks ago, yeah, I'm not healthy. Like, oh, great, here we go.
So it's like week 7, and we're all banged up.
It's early in the season, man. Yeah, it's not good.
It's not good.
No.
Well, it's better than the end of the season.
Well, yeah, we don't want them all in. Well, I mean, if they're just going to get through it, I guess. Yeah.
Hey, I'm looking at it half full. You're looking at half empty.
I want to go into the Super Bowl like that.
You try to put your finger on one spot that they can improve on, but there's more than just one. They've got.
You want the obvious one?
Yeah.
Can Jalen Hurts please throw the ball down the field, hit a receiver?
Yes.
See, I think,
stride.
But what Josh just said, I want to see a bona fide running game. I want to see Saquon Barkley rush for over 100 yards, and I want to see them blow the Minnesota Vikings defense off the ball.
But they'll do that if Jalen can start spreading them out. And I mean, they got 8 guys in the box. They're like, what's Philly going to do? They're going to run the ball. And they're ready for it. And if they do throw it, we're throwing it 5-6 yards.
This is like an Ouroboros cycle, okay? I mean, it's a snake eating its tail. It's, if Jalen would throw the ball, they'd run the ball. Well, if they ran the ball, they could throw the ball. Like, how about Kevin Patullo go back and watch Thursday Night Football with two 40-year-old men chucking it all over the field and just put his hand on his chin and say, you know what? I can run that offense for Jalen Hurts because those old men are not throwing complex plays.
Why don't they just look at film from last year and just use the plays?
Oh, that makes too much sense.
Josh, like I said, you always bring levity to the show, man. I'm telling you, that's a great. You're right. A 41 and a 40-year-old just chucking it all over the field.
Yeah. And it wasn't complex. They were just like dump off here,
Easy.
deep pass
Yeah,
there,
but we all know,
crosser
look,
here.
We all know that these games are won in the trenches.
Kiss,
They're
right?
won
Kiss.
up
Keep
front.
it simple, stupid. Kiss. Let's
That's
go.
right.
Yes.
See, when you overload somebody with a playbook, then they got to think about what they're doing before they do it.
It's
instead
funny
of
you
just
said
reacting.
that because what did they say this week as they fired Brian Callahan in Tennessee? All the news reports out of Tennessee this week are, well, we're simplifying the playbook for the rookie quarterback. Wow, what a concept.
Yeah, make it easier for him.
If it's not working, try something else. Instead, we got the dipwad, Kevin Patullo, getting up in press conference being like, whoa, let me explain to you how RPO works. Like, I can't stand, like, Dave Dombrowski, Kevin Patullo, the condescending nature of some of these figures in Philadelphia sports. It just makes me want to puke.
Yeah, and I mean the numbers are the numbers. I mean he can't feel comfortable with what we're doing. We're one of the.
And then they have they have a meeting, and then A.J. Brown said they didn't have a meeting.
And then he clarifies
later. Then he clarified it. Like, what's the truth?
Yeah.
So you know what? Yeah, you know what's refreshing? Like I went to the Flyers game at Talkin's press conference.
Okay.
He said, Tip was the only guy that skated well tonight. Like he didn't call anybody out. He put everybody in a bunch
and said, "Hey, we didn't do well."
They didn't do it. Right. He's the only guy that performed.
Right. Y'all stink.
Right.
Yeah, y'all stink.
Yeah.
Like, why can't we get that? Like, I'd like the little truth maybe out of Sirianni during the press conference.
That'll never happen.
Give us something to chew on.
A little transparency.
Sirianni is like a politician. He just spins it for like 10 minutes as nothing.
Right, on the other side, we'll get the keys to the game with Fox 29 News sports anchor Scott Grayson, and we'll get his opinion on what's going on. First hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing for the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office at 609-399-1227. Now, I do want to tell you about LaScala's BeachHouse. We're broadcasting live here. We have a great time watching the game here, but the food is phenomenal. Come on down to LaScala's BeachHouse. It opened 2 summers ago now to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at LaScala's. Are located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LaScala'sBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. When we return, we'll go get the keys to the game with Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, my agent at the beach, Mark Rhymes, and Josh Hennig, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Join the Sports Bash every Monday live at the Fanatic Sportsbook in the gallery at Ocean Casino Resort. Get your game on with the elevated bar and lounge, 12 slot machines, blackjack, roulette, and a dedicated area with 4 betting windows and 11 kiosks. The ultimate sportsbook experience. Go where fans become fanatics. The Fanatic Sportsbook in the gallery at Ocean Casino Resort. And join the Sports Bash live from 2 to 6 with me, Mike Gill, every Monday.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the locker room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes? Then step into Elisa's shoe store on Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey, where style meets comfort. From trendy sandals or everyday sneakers or an elegant heels for a night out, they've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's Elisa's Shoes at Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call 609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Right now, when you buy more carpet at the Home Depot, you save more during our Buy More, Save More event going on now. Upgrade your carpeting with top brands, then let us install it for you with prices starting at just 49 cents per square foot. Select from a wide assortment of carpet to fit your room, lifestyle, and budget during the Buy More, Save More event at the Home Depot. Offer valid October 16th through November 2nd, 2025. Base price for standard installations only. Excludes Traffic Master and stock carpet. For licenses, see homedepot.com/license numbers.
With GMF financing to qualified buyers excludes Traverse and Corvette excludes prior sales.
Everybody knows nobody beats a Bennett Chevy deal. And now Bennett's got their best deals ever. Yes, Bennett sells new Chevys at the true GM supplier employee price, not a penny more. And yes, you keep all the rebates, saving you up to 20%. And now Bennett's selling new 2025 vehicles with available 0% financing on brand new Chevy trucks. Yes, GM supplier employee pricing with available 0%. Plus, you keep all the rebates, saving you as much as 20% on your new vehicle purchase. So again, I'll ask you, who beats a Bennett Chevy deal? No one. That's who. But you know, Bennett offers more, giving you a minimum $10,000 for any junker you trade towards any pre-owned in stock. Yes, at least 10 grand for your junk. How much more Bennett pays for good trades is your best guess. And there's never any pressure with our non-commissioned sales staff, paid on your satisfaction. Together, let's drive. Bennett Chevy, Egg Harbor Township, and BennettChevy.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from LaScala's Beach House in Brigantine for our Eagles pregame show. Billy Schweim here with you. Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, my agent at the beach, Mark Grimes, and, of course, Josh Hennig producing and co-hosting today as we're at LaScala's, guys. This place is awesome, and when it opens up, man, last week there was a rush of people that came in. They all got their seats, and we had a great crowd here 2 weeks ago.
The bar was filled in 15 minutes. I mean,
unbelievable. I'm going to get that meatball trio today, PJ.
Yeah. Well, the regatta cheese is good too.
It's
boys.
unbelievable.
Yeah, the honey wet regatta.
All right. At this time, we get our chance to talk with somebody in the know, and now it's time to get our keys to the game with Fox 29 News sports anchor Scott Grayson. Brought to you by Blitz's Market of Ocean City, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, and vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Mention the locker room. Get $1 off their 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room our good buddy, Scott Grayson. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, Billy. Good morning, gentlemen.
What's happening, Mr. Grayson?
Hey, Scott, real quick, before we get into Phillies,
go.
come on, I got to get it every time. How about that ASU win last day? Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Were you guys at school at the same time?
No, Scott's a little younger than me.
About that?
Yeah.
Hey, Scott.
I graduated in 2000.
There you go. I'm 89.
Look at Grimes, he's getting all red.
I'm 89.
All right. This is a pretty important day, Scott Grayson. Would you agree?
I think, Billy, rarely do I agree with you, but today I agree with you. Listen, this is a huge game. I mean, the difference today between ending the day at 5-2 or 4-3 to me is massive. You had this extra time. I need to see from this coaching staff that they actually did some of this little self-scouting they usually do when they have this extra time. that they, make some changes. I want to see some differences out there. Now, listen, not a small thing. Getting a Landon Dickerson, getting a Jalen Carter, getting a Quinyon Mitchell back, because what we saw in the secondary against the Giants was god-awful. They're not small things. But I also need to see that they figured some things out as a coaching staff. So, there's a lot I'm watching today, and I do think this is a massive game today. Because it's only, you got the Giants again next week, then you got a bye week. I mean, you have a real opportunity to really spin this thing around and get going in the right way, or this thing could start spiraling the wrong direction. So today, this is a massive game for sure.
All right, Dave Klemick is not here with us today, so I'm going to ask the question that he always asks, and it's actually a very important question because we've had Saquon Barkley, and I quote, it's right in the newspaper, it's been perfect these last 4 days, Barkley said, a little mini break to get away from each other for a little bit. So I said it right there. I maintain that, for them to say that in the early going, that they got to get away from each other. What's that mean, Scott?
I think it's that they needed to get away. Not just, I think a little bit of it was from each other. I mean, the tension was building, man. That's rough. It was really rough in that locker room after the Giants loss. They all looked around at each other, I think, and they were all disgusted with the way they played as a team. I believe them when they say that they weren't necessarily pointing fingers, but were they starting to get close? I think maybe they could, and if they lose today, they certainly could start pointing fingers. So that's something you've got to watch out for. But I do think they just needed a break from the grind. You lost to the Broncos, and because of the short week, you didn't even have a day to be with your, your wife, your kids, your family. You were right back in that building with those guys, going right back to work, and you did not get. So I think that's what it was to me. That they needed that. They say that break from each other. It was a break from, they needed a break from the coaches. They needed a break from each other. They needed a break from the building. They just needed a break from football, I think. And that's what I think. If I'm right about that, we should notice that early on in this game. I think you'll see a little bit more energy, a little bit more, fight, a little bit more of the want to back, when they take the field today. And I want to see that early on.
So were you in the locker room with during practice this week?
No, I didn't get in there this week. But I will say this. What I did notice, and I, being around A.J. Brown enough, when he stopped and said, listen to what's going on in here, and you hear them laughing, you hear them going on, that does not sound like, and for a guy to actually point it out, does not seem like a locker room that is divided right now.
Okay.
So whatever they came back with, whatever they got back, and whatever Nick Sirianni did to kind of, talk about watering plants and get them going in the right direction, it must have worked at least a little bit in some way. I love that this is a road game today. They had to get on a plane together. They had to go stay in a hotel last night together. I think they kind of needed that. And again, let's see how they start this game today to really see if, in fact, there's something, if there is some there.
Scott, wouldn't you argue that even the Kansas City Chiefs were going through little growing pains at the beginning of the season? We kind of run parallel to their team. We've both been in the Super Bowl the past 3 years. Hey, they kind of figured it out now, and now they're on the uprise. I think we're in a similar I think that's going to happen today. That starts today for the Eagles.
Yeah, as much as, like I said, today's a massive game, I have bought into the philosophy that the new preseason is weeks 1 through 4 of the regular season. So if that's the case, we're only going into week 3 of what you really start to try to figure out who you are. It wasn't until about this time a year ago that they really started to find their identity. So
Correct.
Should everybody be pushing the panic button? No, listen, there's still 11 weeks of the season left. I mean, there's still a lot of football left to be played. You want your team to go through the season undefeated, just cruising? Yeah, that would be fantastic. It's a pipe dream. It doesn't happen. You mentioned the Chiefs. I think that's a great comp. Look, they started out so rough, and they looked like a team that, I mean, I heard plenty of people saying, hey, that team might not make the playoffs this year.
Yep, exactly.
So where are we at? We're at the point where it's time to figure out your identity. And I think that's the thing the Eagles need to do over these next 2 games. Get your identity figured out, go into the bye week, and really hone in on whatever that is and make that what you approach the rest of the season with. It's sort of what they did last year, and they won a Super Bowl with it. So do we need to panic? Do people need to go crazy? Look, if they lose today and it looks ugly, yeah, it's probably time to start pushing the panic button. They lose a close game, and they started to look like they were figuring things out, I might be here with you, Billy, saying, all right, hold on. Keep your hand off the button yet. just hold on one more week. But is it a massive game? It's absolutely a massive game.
Hey, Scott, Billy hits the panic button after game one of the Phillies loss on a 162-game season.
I know.
Hey, I'm passionate, Grayson. What do you want from me?
People love that about you.
Mr. Negadelphia. You get a question from Mr. Negadelphia.
Yeah,
this ought to be good.
I just want to know what you think about Carson Wentz coming into this game, and if we lose to him, the impact that's going to be on our team, knowing that with our history of them and everything going on, I mean, I'd like to see.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. If they lose to Carson Wentz today, there probably will be a line forming at the Ben Franklin Bridge. Okay. Carson Wentz, he spoke earlier this week, and I really did think he was genuine. I think the guy has grown and learned a lot over where his career has gone since that Super Bowl year with the Eagles. It's an interesting, storyline to watch today. But he is still Carson Wentz. What does that mean? That means he will hold the ball. I'm kind of getting a little ahead of one of my keys to the game here, but he will hold the ball. If you can get pressure on him, he will make mistakes. He will give you the ball. Can the Eagles do that today? I don't know. He's still that guy. But he's also that guy who got Justin Jefferson. He will throw the ball downfield to him. He's going to do with Justin Jefferson a little bit today that I wish at times Jalen Hurts would do with A.J. Brown. Just let him go make a play. Yep. And so Quinyon Mitchell, I fully expect to be shadowing Jefferson all game long. That's what I expect Vic Fangio to do, is to put him on an island with him. Because God knows Keely Ringo is going to need some help wherever he is. So Carson Wentz today, that's what I'm looking at. Now, Carson Wentz is a human being. He has a real, he's going against his former team, the team that drafted him, the team he won a Super Bowl ring with. What kind of feelings, emotions, he has to also try to check that. And I think that's something to watch early in this game. Carson does try to force things. So that's where I'm just, you got to get on. Vic Fangio doesn't dial up a lot of blitzes. I would love to see a couple of blitzes today. Hit him a little bit, get at him a couple of different ways than he's not expecting. Put pressure on him, make him make a mistake, because he will do that. So it is.
Lost him.
We lost Scott Grayson.
Must have disconnected.
There he is.
There he is. Sorry, we lost him for a second, Scott. But I agree with you, man. I mean, I think that's the key. We got to get pressure on them. And
can you hear me, Billy?
Plays.
Yeah, we got you. We got you.
Yep.
We got you, Scott. Can you hear us?
I can't hear you.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
This is perfect. The scenario.
Don't say.
You don't have to hear us.
Let me get out and get right back in.
All right.
There he goes.
Hey, by the way, I want to say one thing. Hopefully Scott can pick up. Kevin O'Connell is a quarterback whisperer. Every quarterback that has played for him plays great. The only thing. Plays great. Yeah, plays well. That's what scares me.
Addison as a number 2 is a good receiver too. I mean, they have a good receiving team.
Got him.
Yeah. I mean, if we lock down Jefferson, you know where they're going. So we got to keep it together there for sure.
All right, we're trying to get Scott Grayson back in the fold with us. We got to get his keys to the game and also get his pick. Hopefully, we'll be able to get him back. But once again, what I think is the most important part of this game is the Eagles got to get back to a semblance of offense. And how they do that is run the ball. Last week I think it was 33 passes to 20 runs. Hey, Scott Grayson, with us?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that.
All right. We were just saying while you were trying to get back on, last week's pass-run offensive ratio was 33-20, so it was a little pass-heavy. I think for the Eagles to be successful today, we need to see an offense look like fire on all cylinders, and they got to be able to run the ball, blow the Minnesota Vikings defensive line back, and let Saquon Barkley. Remember last year he would go 3 or 4 yards without being touched.
You're hitting another one of my keys. Today, I need to see Saquon. I won't say. I'll give you this one ahead of time. I just need Saquon to get at least 18 touches. They've gone with games where he's had less than 10 touches. Now the offensive line also needs to do better. Jordan Mailata has admitted that. They've admitted that. They know they need to do better. I expect Jeff Stoutland to not let this continue to go the way it's gone. So I expect changes. I expect things to be fixed, and getting Landon Dickerson back will certainly help that. So, but along those lines, like, you've got to get Saquon in a rhythm. You've got to get him going. They have not been able to do that all season long. And however you do that, they just, like you said, it needs to be a more balanced attack today. That is one of the things I think you need to do if you want to win this game.
All right, Scott Grayson, it's now time for your keys to the game for an Eagles victory.
Yeah, well, I gave you, let's call that key one. Give Saquon Barkley at least 18 touches, right? Key number 2, as always, you got to win the turnover battle today. Look what happened last week. Jalen had a turnover. A.J. Brown wide open on that play. He forced something down the sideline. It goes for a pick 6. Can't have that. They need to win the turnover battle today. And like I said, key number 3, I need to see pressure on Carson Wentz. I need you to make him make mistakes. We know he will throw the ball into harm's way because he's trying to make a play. He will force it. And I think against the Eagles today, he will definitely try to force it. He's going to try to be the better quarterback and show them that they took the wrong guy. They kept the wrong guy. So I expect there to be opportunities. And like I said, I want to see Vic Fangio dial up some blitzes today. I just want to see them do things a little bit differently and show that, again, in this mini bye, that they learned some things about themselves and they learned some things they got to do better as a coaching staff that trickles down into the players. Because I think the players need to see that the coaches learned something too.
All right, Scott Grayson, now it's time for your prediction for today's game.
I expect this to be a close one. I do not see this as a game the Eagles are going to run away with. I don't see the Vikings running away with it. I think it's going to be a close game. I do ultimately believe the Eagles start to get right here. I think this is a start to get right game. I don't expect them to play a solid 4-quarter game. They haven't done that all year. They barely even played a half of good football. But maybe getting closer to 3 quarters today, and I expect them to win this game 24-20.
24-20, says Scott Grayson. Well, let's hope you're right, Scott Grayson. And as always, we really appreciate you. Let's go Birds, and we'll talk to you next Sunday.
Hey, Scott, very, very impressed with your driving skills. Only a guy from Arizona can FaceTime and go 55 at the same time.
Don't get a ticket like I did.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, the wife's driving, thank God. And
All right, Scott, thank you so much. We'll talk to you next week.
See you, buddy.
All right, you got it, guys. Have a good one.
All right, see Scott.
There he is, Scott Grayson on the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline. The keys to the game is brought to you by Blitz's Market of Ocean City, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, and vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Mention the locker room, get $1 off their 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. And that was Scott Grayson. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 to give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office at 609-399-1227. Just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. When we return, we'll wrap up hour number 1. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, P.J. Corda, Mark Grimes, and Josh Hennig right here as we broadcast live from LaScala's BeachHouse in Brigantine on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Sixers basketball Wednesday night on 97.3 ESPN with the voice of the Sixers, Tom McGinnis, calling all the exciting play-by-play action.
He steps beyond on the left side for 3, and it's in. A timely tray by Maxey.
It's Sixers Celtics Wednesday night. Coverage begins at 7:30. It's Sixers basketball all season long on South Jersey's radio home for Philadelphia 76ers basketball. 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is Billy Schwein from the Locker Room. Pro Image Sports is proud to announce the opening of their brand new Ocean City Boardwalk store, located between 8th and 9th Street. They carry a huge selection of men's, women's, and kids' jerseys, clothing, headwear, and novelties for brands like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & Ness, and 47 brand. If you're looking for Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, or Sixers gear, or your favorite national team, Pro Image Sports has it all. For more information, stop by today or follow them online at fantreasures.com or on Instagram at ProImageOC. Tell them the Locker Room sent you.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Right now at the Home Depot, shop fall savings and get up to 40% off select appliances like Samsung. Upgrade your kitchen this fall with the Samsung Bespoke 4-door refrigerator. Now featuring the dual auto ice maker with Sphere Ice. Only at the Home Depot. You'll have perfectly chilled drinks for every gathering. Don't miss fall appliance savings at the Home Depot. Offer valid October 2nd through October 22nd. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $500 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from LaScala's BeachHouse in Brigantine for our Eagles pregame show. Got a 1 o'clock game. The Eagles are up at Minneapolis, Minnesota, playing the Vikings today, and the Purple People Eaters.
Yeah, last time I was there, it was -6 at the Super Bowl.
You know, it does get cold there. I remember playing ice hockey up there, and the rink was right near the Mall of America. Have you ever been to the Mall of America?
Oh, yeah. I was there. Went there for the Super Bowl.
They need to have an inside place so freezing cold up there.
You can't go outside.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was up there in April. There was snow all over the ground, man.
Yeah, a funny story about Mall of America when I was at the Super Bowl.
Did you go to the Super Bowl up there, too?
Yeah. So I'm walking through the mall, and I had all my Eagles gear on, and the lady goes, can I get a picture? Can I get a picture? So my wife goes, who does she think you are? I think she thinks I'm the Eagles defensive coordinator, right? So, sure. So I'm taking pictures, and finally my wife goes to her husband, who does she think he is? That's the defensive. She says, no, he's just a realtor in Ocean City.
Well, you don't know Mark Grimes. You got signs hanging all over Ocean City. How many signs you got hanging up?
Got a lot out there. Got a lot.
This is when I say, all right, so I'm going to play a game with you, PJ.
Oh, boy.
Because we got a couple of different generations here.
Okay.
When I say Minnesota Vikings, who's the first player you think of?
Well, for the Vikings?
Yeah.
I got two.
I mean, right now it's Justin Jefferson.
All right.
I guess I came up at a different time than you guys did. But yeah.
When I say Minnesota Vikings to you, Grimes, who do you think of?
Fran Tarkenton.
Fran Tarkenton. How about you, Josh?
Nice Foreman.
When I say Minnesota Vikings, who do you think of?
Foreman.
I think of Chris Carter.
Oh, there
I
you
think
go.
of Alan Page. How about that
Good
one?
one. That was a good one.
Alan Page.
What
The
else I think
Purple
of?
People Eaters. Who was the guy? Who was the Vikings defenseman? He went the wrong way. Jim Marshall.
Jim Marshall.
He either picked up a fumble or intercepted, ran the wrong way, and scored a touchdown for the other team.
As a professional athlete, that's incredible. That is incredible.
Let's hope the Vikings do something stupid again like that, because we need a win here today, guys. The Eagles, like Scott Grayson said, it's a big difference between 5-2 and 4-3, especially this time of year.
Yep. Hey, it's going to be a big game. When you mentioned Addison, by the way, I was laughing. I have him on my fantasy football team, and I sat him because I can't.
Because you don't want to.
Yeah,
I know.
I
It's
jinx
tough.
Eagles.
I hate that. I don't play
does
guys
anybody else
against
do that?
No,
Am I
I
that
do
crazy?
it. I do it. You're
I
not
do
crazy.
it all the time.
Because you don't want to root for someone while you're going against your team. I mean,
By the way, speaking of fantasy football, we will have the guru on, Brian Hartley, with us at the bottom of the hour, second hour. But I'm 0-5, 0-6. I stink.
you know what happens if you don't win a game all season?
What
right?
happens?
I mean, it's not good.
It's like not hitting a ball pin.
That's exactly what it is. It's not a good thing. I can tell you that.
I am not shocked by that.
I got to tell you, man, like Nick Earnshaw, my producer on Saturdays, he thinks Nick Foles ought to be in have his number retired. Remember, he filled in admirably for Carson Wentz, who had that team firing all cylinders when he got hurt.
1,000%.
Came in, got the job done. I mean, there's something to be said there.
So it is a big game for the Philadelphia Eagles. They're up in Minnesota. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff. Come on down to LaScala's BeachHouse in Brigantine. This is the place to watch the game. They got these big screen TVs. They got the bar is all opened up. There'll be a great crowd in here, and we'll be cheering on the Eagles for a big Eagles victory. Come on down, spend some time with us. It's me, yours truly, Billy Schwein, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda.
You know what Carson Wentz is today?
What?
It's the redheaded stepchild.
Mark Grimes, Josh Hennig, Alex Ferraris back in the studio. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein right here on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN.
Eagles football on 97.3 ESPN as the Eagles travel to face the Minnesota Vikings later today.
He's going for Barkley, and it is caught by Barkley down the far sideline, and he is in for the touchdown.
Excellent play call, and Jalen Hurts drops a dime right into Barkley's lap.
Pre-game coverage begins at noon. Merrill and Mike call all the action starting at 1 p.m. This is where the Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
With GMF financing to qualify buyers excludes Traverse and Corvette excludes prior sales.
Everybody knows nobody beats a Bennett Chevy deal. And now Bennett's got their best deals ever. Yes, Bennett sells new Chevys at the true GM supplier employee price, not a penny more. And yes, you keep all the rebates, saving you up to 20%. And now Bennett's selling new 2025 vehicles with available 0% financing on brand new Chevy trucks. Yes, GM supplier employee pricing with available 0%. Plus, you keep all the rebates, saving you as much as 20% on your new vehicle purchase. So again, I'll ask you, who beats a Bennett Chevy deal? No one. That's who. But you know, Bennett offers more, giving you a minimum $10,000 for any junker you trade towards any pre-owned in stock. Yes, at least 10 grand for your junk. How much more Bennett pays for good trades is your best guess. And there's never any pressure with our non-commissioned sales staff, paid on your satisfaction. Together, let's drive. Bennett Chevy, Egg Harbor Township and BennettChevy.com.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want to boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Turn things all the way up and find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
Whatever your vision for holiday decorating, the Home Depot has what you need to bring it to life. like our warm white holiday lights with steady lit technology, so your lights stay glowing even if one bulb fails. Whether you're going for a soft, warm glow or a colorful display of holiday cheer, choose from our wide variety of holiday lights starting at $5 in store only. Find everything you need to get your holidays started with the Home Depot.
Caesars Sportsbook app is the only sportsbook app with Caesars rewards. Bet on gridiron action and earn perks on every game like hotel stays, bonus bets, game tickets, and more. Download the app using promo code RADIO20X and place your first bet of $1 or more for a chance to double your winnings on your next 20 bets. Open new users in New Jersey who are 21 or older. Max bet at $25 for boosted winnings. Max additional winnings $2,500 per bet. Profit boost tokens expire 14 days after receipt. See Caesars.com/promos for full terms. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
South Jersey's official play-by-play home of the Eagles, Sixers, and Flyers.
At 0 point would I ever consider not being a fan of the team.
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
To the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Put me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from LaScala's BeachHouse in Brigantine for our Eagles pregame show. Week 7 in the NFL. It's week 7 already. How about that?
Almost halfway, yeah.
It's unbelievable. Billy Schwein here with you. Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda. My agent at the beach, Mark Grimes, and Josh Hennig producing and co-hosting today. And guys, just like I said, I can't emphasize this enough. This is a very, very important game for our Philadelphia Eagles. And the Eagles are right now a 2-point favorite, right?
Yep.
But is that surprising going into Minnesota the way we've played the last 2 weeks, that we're going in as 2-point favorites on the road?
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say we're on the road.
Right?
It's in their hometown. I mean, yeah, I was surprised to see it, but at the same time, I'll take it. If Vegas thinks that we're favored, I'll take it. You know,
Grimes, Vegas is right on usually.
Actually, believe it or not, I actually thought it was going to be the other way. I thought it would be -2 versus the Vikes.
Right. Yeah.
I thought the Vikings would definitely be favored by maybe 2 or 3 points.
Yep. Close,
the
though.
Hometown,
Close. Yeah.
The hometown thing. What do you've been up to Minneapolis? I've never been in that stadium.
It's a dome.
No, beautiful.
It's
Stadium's
stunning.
Stunning.
Like it?
Stunning.
They got
Really?
hot tubs.
Yes.
They got hot tubs in the suite.
Stunning.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
do.
No, no,
Do
stadium's-
you have that at your suite in Philadelphia?
I've been complaining about it ever since I got back from there. I was like, why did
No,
you put these
PJ
in?
takes our crew to the opening game. Dallas at the Eagles opening night. It was a Thursday night game. And he sat in the box. I don't even think he watched the game. You were watching on television.
You know what? Listen, when you're already back in a box, you're not in the game like that anyway. You know what I mean?
Unless you're sitting on that front row, the first
you got
row
to
of
be
the
out in
box.
that right.
You're with the people. Other than that, you're in there. I mean, it's beautiful.
Yep.
But there's no hot tubs in there.
No, not even close.
So when I was at the Super Bowl, when we were there, the first day was like 25, 30. I go get coffee, and I go, what the hell is the big deal? What was everybody complaining about? This is like Philly. Right. The next morning I got coffee, it was -10. Yeah. I'm telling you, it dropped that. It was unbelievable. And it stayed -10 the whole the whole Super Bowl.
Weekend, yep.
So we were about a block from the stadium, walked there. The stadium's beautiful. I'm telling
Is
you.
it really?
Oh, I'm telling you, very, very nice.
So
Yes.
there's been a lot of talk going around, especially at the beginning of the season. Jeffrey Lurie's floating the idea of getting a new facility, and a lot of people want a dome.
Yeah.
I am opposed to a dome here in Philadelphia, in the Philadelphia area.
You're opposed to
Opposed to it, yes. I want like, look at the Rams game last year in the snow. That was home field advantage, man.
Yes, I mean there are.
Well,
but
you want a dome?
It could go either
Are you
way.
advocating for a dome, PJ?
I mean, listen. Imagine how loud we would be in that dome.
As you get older, you advocate for climates.
That's what I'm saying, man.
He lives in Florida.
Smartest man is in Puerto Rico and Florida.
Listen, it's the right play, Stay comfortable. You know what I mean?
Well, the young guns can handle the 20-degree weather.
I just think there's something to be said for the frozen tundra. I mean, they used to play outside at Metropolitan Stadium in Minnesota years ago.
But those men were also real men.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's when men were men.
Exactly right.
When men were men.
Listen, these guys are on $50 million contracts. They don't want to play in the cold.
Yeah, they get a broken, nail in their finger. I can't pitch today.
And let's think about the fans too. We're not running around working up a sweat. We're just
The fans are
standing
soft
there.
too.
Right.
Now.
We're getting the cold too.
Yeah, but I think
You can make the argument the fans, some of them are softer than the players
Yeah,
are.
but
It's
there's
going that
there's
way,
something
yeah.
to be said for the elements.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I got invited last week to the Broncos game, and I was in the Borgata box. And,
Were you really?
Thanks, Lou from Shaffola, by the way. So anyhow, we're in the Borgata box. I get home. I said to my wife, I don't think I'm ever sitting outside again. It's so nice in there.
Early in the season's
yes.
good. You go out, you get
yeah,
those in the first few weeks, and then
I just like we have so in my article that I wrote on 973ESPN.com that I do every Friday, I put the Philadelphia sports teams are in a little bit of a malaise right now. Would you agree to that? Because the Phillies get eliminated from the playoffs again.
Yep.
And now, of course, they lose to a red-hot Dodgers team who, by the way, did you see what Shohei Ohtani did the other night?
Yes, I did see
like,
that.
He had 3 home runs. He pitched 6 innings. He gave up 2 hits, no runs, and struck out 10.
He was like a single mom. He was washing and drying. You know what I mean? He was doing it all. He really was.
That's what I am, Mr. Mom. Grimesy.
Yep.
Like the Dodgers put, this is the 4th year in a row that the Philadelphia Phillies get eliminated. So the fan base is a little up ticked off. Then all of a sudden the Eagles lose 2 games. That Thursday night where all 3 of our sports teams that were in action, the Flyers, the Phillies, and the Eagles all lost.
Now all you need is Embiid to blow out his knee. It's
over. Don't say that because Nicky Earnshaw is going to jump off the Walt Whitman.
Oh my goodness.
He was all pumped up. Embiid looked great. He played. He didn't have I said, dude, don't you set yourself up for a big disappointment when he doesn't play because he hurt himself again.
Exactly.
I mean, the whole idea of hey, we sit our starters during the preseason like we do for the Eagles is because we're a winning team. We don't want our players injured.
Right.
You start off with the Sixers. You put him right out there. You know his condition. You know how he is. I mean,
you got to watch out for the porcelain guy, man.
He is porcelain, man. Made out of glass, that guy.
All right, so the players are going to go up to Minnesota. They got to put it together. We need to see. I think we need to see a healthy run game today, and I think if you do that, and everything will fall into place. We all agree to that?
Yep.
Yeah, they got to have it, but I'd like to see Jalen throw the ball to give us. They're stacked. They're ready for the run. Most of these teams are coming in
because they are putting 8 guys in the box.
They are.
Because it's Josh, and you've said this numerous times. It's a copycat league.
Yes.
So everybody saw what the Cowboys did to us, the Chiefs, and then they look at that film, and then they take a little bit of that, and they incorporate it into their game plan. Yep. They're playing zone defense in the secondary, and they're putting 8 guys in the box.
Well, 2 things. One, they're actually not running a pure zone. If you watch the All-22, it's actually half man, half zone.
Right.
All these teams, so if you go back and watch the Broncos game, the Giants game, and a little bit of the Bucs game. The Bucs did in the second half, 1 in the first half. What they're doing is that they're putting 6 men at the line of scrimmage, almost every single down. So now you're forcing the quarterback to play the guessing game. Is he coming? Is he going? And what they'll do is they'll mix and match every single down, who's coming, who's going, who. And the problem is, last year, to Billy's point in the last hour, what did they do? They ran motion. They ran pre-snapped.
To check it.
Just to check to see what's going on.
See if they're following.
They're running nothing. And when Kevin Patullo got asked about it this week, you know what he says? Well, when you run the RPO, the quarterback has the decision to run or pass the ball.
Yeah, duh.
Yes, exactly.
Duh, thanks.
It's either a run or a pass. Really?
What else do you want to do? I mean, yeah.
See, I also.
So I call him a neophyte. His brain is like so small. It's like wild to me.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Hurts under center a few more times.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Billy Schwein call plays for the Eagles.
I guarantee I can call plays better than Patullo.
But
I played quarterback. I called my own plays back in the day.
But to me, it doesn't even matter if you call good plays. I just want to know what would happen if someone who's not Nick Sirianni's best friends are calling plays for the Eagles. Because apparently all Sirianni wants to do is hang out with his friends and have them call the plays on his offense.
Instead of him
Josh,
doing it. Yeah.
Josh, I got a question. Have you been hitting the bar here during the breaks? Did you just say you want him to call the plays? Come on.
I'm just curious. I want to see what happens.
I can do a better job than Petula.
Oh, okay.
Whether you can or not, I would just be curious to see what would happen.
See,
it would be an interesting game. It would.
Call me old school. Get off my lawn. Whatever you want. I like the old field general status, where the quarterback can look at the field. He's right there. He's over center. He sees what's going on.
Well, now you're being unrealistic. I don't want to call him plays anymore.
And he can adapt to it. Like when you got the feel of the game, it's like analytics with up in the press box, looking at it. No, he's right there.
Hurts can't see the field. That's the problem.
Well, most quarterbacks can't see the field. That's also the problem.
What? Huh?
Yeah.
Like who?
Bo Nix can't see the field very well. You ever notice what happens when they run the wrong play? He throws the ball in the completely wrong direction. Kyler Murray can't see the field very well because he's shorter than Jalen Hurts is. Jackson Dart, he don't even look at the field. He just runs around and just plays backyard football for the Giants.
I got to say something about the Giants. Scrambler. They look like they were having fun. And the Eagles don't look like they're having fun.
Yeah.
It's a game, Grimesy.
I keep going back to the Chiefs, right? They weren't having fun at the beginning of the season. Now, all of a sudden, the past two games, they turned it around. Everyone's talking Super Bowl again. So it just let it play out.
Yeah.
All right, let it play out. We better get a W, Grimesy.
Better.
All right, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a landmark. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's the Circle Liquor Store. They deliver. I want to tell you about McCann Appraisers for all your real estate appraisal needs. Call John A. McCann & Associates, 609-263-7422, whether for commercial, residential properties, for estate, tax, financial planning, divorce financing, and more. The professionals at John A. McCann & Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Give them a call anytime, 609-263-7422. All right, we'll have more for you as we broadcast live from LaScala's Beach House right here in Brigantine for our Eagles pregame show. Billy Schwein here with you, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, my agent at the beach, Mark Rhymes, and Josh Hennig right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Join the Sports Bash every Monday live at the Fanatic Sportsbook in the gallery at Ocean Casino Resort. Get your game on with the elevated bar and lounge, 12 slot machines, blackjack, roulette, and a dedicated area with 4 betting windows and 11 kiosks. The ultimate sportsbook experience. Go where fans become fanatics. The Fanatic Sportsbook in the gallery at Ocean Casino Resort. And join the Sports Bash live from 2 to 6 with me, Mike Gill, every Monday.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Tax season at Tom's River Volkswagen means we're paying the sales tax. Yeah, we've got over 1,000 vehicles on sale, and we're paying the sales tax. Tell that nasty old tax man to go straight to Tom's River Volkswagen or Tom'sRiverVW.com, because we're paying the sales tax.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver David Klemick. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch the big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs, plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails that keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemick sent you.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. BABBEL.com.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $500 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from LaScala's Beach House in Brigantine. Billy Schweim with you. Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, brought to you by the Vassar Pool Service. Not happy with your pool, people? Call the Vassar Pool Service, 609-204-6939. They've been in business for over 30 years, covering all of South Jersey. Ask for Dragon. Tell them the boys from the Locker Room sent you. That's the Vassar Pool Service. And, of course, Mark Ryan's my agent at the beach. He's got more signs hanging up in Ocean City than you shake a stick at.
Love it.
And Josh Hennig producing and directing today's yellow. He's barking orders at us all the time.
I know.
Yeah,
Hey, he's
keeping us in line.
Keeping us squared away, Grimesy.
I'm trying. I'm really trying over there.
He knows his craft. Do
you think we'll see a lot of Eagles fans up in Minneapolis today? Because you know the Eagles fans travel well.
That's a good question, but I'm trying to think what would intrigue them to go to. It gets a little chilly up there. So they usually go to the warm climates.
Right. Are they ice fishing already up there?
Not yet, but hey,
He's
you know,
getting there.
hey, an interesting style. Just a little trivia. They have the most boat registrations.
Do they really?
In the whole country.
Land of 1,000 lakes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because of all the lakes, yeah.
Oh,
Which is
Edmund
why.
Edmund Fitzgerald up there.
Which is why the Lakers are called the Lakers, because they used to be in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Now it all makes sense to me. I just thought somebody had a terrible name for an LA team.
Another pretty face, Grimes. He's pretty.
You know, I was with last week is Rich Gannon, who lives there. He lives on
Lake
Minnetonka.
You saw Gannon?
Yeah.
He lives in Ocean City.
Yeah.
You should see Grimesy riding his bike on the boardwalk. He's on the phone. He's wheeling and dealing. He's waving at everybody.
That's my office.
That's right, man. It's marketing while you're out there. Yeah.
Listen, I know one thing. Rich Gannon ain't mistaking you for Jim Schwartz.
No. Hey, Rich's hair is going to look great too. He's looking good.
All right, let's talk about Vic Fangio, because the Eagles' defense has been subject to the long ball. They have a hard time, the defense stopping the pass. They also have a hard time stopping a run. They're 26th, tied for 26 against the run. What are they doing wrong? Fangio, he's got linebackers. He got Bond and John Campbell. Of course, they lose. Deshaun Smith or. Yeah. He just got up and retired.
You mean Zadarius Smith?
Zadarius Smith. He just got up and retired.
You have me so confused there, man. Who is he talking about?
But he just retires.
In the middle, I know.
Hey, he played 11 seasons. What do you want him to do?
Well,
but Josh, he looked like he was having fun.
He was.
He looked like he was playing really well.
He was.
How did he just quit?
Well, apparently it's a personal reason. Apparently something happened. So after the Eagles, lost to the Giants, everyone got to go back home for the weekend. Sirianni canceled practice and everything.
Right.
Apparently, Zadarius Smith went home, and something happened.
Okay.
And I don't know all the details, and I can't divulge on the radio what I've heard because I got a little information from somebody I know. But apparently, there's a personal family issue that he said was more important than him playing football.
So it's left him a little short-handed on the edge. But with Nakobe Dean, I don't know if is he gonna dress today, Josh?
He's supposed to dress, but that's where the question comes in.
So you
because,
could probably move Campbell to the edge if you had to.
But that's what I was going to say. So here we have a huge problem here. everyone assumed when the Eagles drafted Campbell, well, he could pass rush, he could play linebacker. Fangio's been very adamant to be like, yeah, his pass rushing skills aren't as good as everybody thinks they are, which is a concern. Because now, if you're down not one but two pass rushers already, and you need a pass rush, but now you're telling me the guy that you drafted is a better linebacker than a pass rusher.
You're not filling the gaps.
Well, who's playing the pass rush? Which is why there's a lot of rumors out there that the Eagles are going to try to acquire a pass rusher before the deadline.
And I heard like during the week, I hear grumblings that people want to bring Brandon Graham back. Guy, he's the well.
I mean, I love Brandon Graham.
I love Brandon Graham. He's the greatest. I mean, we miss him, but he's not coming out of retirement.
Well, I can tell you this. I'm just going to tell you, he was walking out of the stadium with his family when I was walking out. Leaving the game, and I was talking to him. So, hey, he's still fit, man.
I know he.
Well, he might be fit, but he might not be football big.
No,
he's lost, I think, like 30 pounds or at least. So.
You see him on billboards. He's on doing commercials. He's having fun, man. He's not going back to playing football.
Nah, I don't.
I'll go after Cincinnati's. That's the right move.
Well, the problem with Hendrickson is that he was injured. He's injured again. Right. So are you willing to take on another injured guy?
He'll fit right in with the pack.
Him and Joel Embiid can hang out.
They can all hang out.
Here's what I do know. I do trust Howie Roseman. Yeah. You would have heard me say that about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, but I do because he's definitely earned. He's definitely he might even be Hall of Fame bound.
Yeah, but when you guys say this, it's just funny that we're playing them this week. But I always think about some of the mistakes we've made too, and it's always easier looking back.
That's why you're Mr.
But
Negadelphia.
Justin I mean, we could have had Jefferson. Could have been on our team. Instead, we took Rager.
How
bad was that?
How they ever survived that is beyond me.
Right.
Well, I'll give you another example. There's a guy playing for Minnesota today that we could have had that would have solved a lot of our problems. His name is Isaiah Rodgers.
Oh, Rodgers.
We had him last year, and Philadelphia didn't retain him. You're telling me that we all are okay. The fact that the Philadelphia Eagles organization thought that Keely Ringo and Adoree Jackson were better options than keeping Isaiah Rodgers?
Yeah.
He's about to give Howie a promotion.
No, but Howie's done a great job. Look,
He has
I was
done
just
some
big,
good things.
Like I was with Jalen Hurts the last couple of years, a big critic, and you know I was.
Yep.
I was even a bigger critic of Howie Roseman until, Josh, 5 years ago. Remember I always used to say I want a football guy?
Yep. Yes.
He proved me wrong. Proved everybody wrong, right?
But I think the reason why, for someone like you, Billy, you came around was because when
Super Bowl?
No. No. Even after the Super Bowl, Billy was so critical. It was one, he drafted Devonta Smith.
Right.
Because Billy said, he right here in the locker room on 97.3 ESPN, Billy said, that is a football move. He says and then that was the same draft they got offensive lineman in the second round, in the third round. And Billy came in on that Saturday, he's like, these are football moves. He's like, this is what a football guy would do. He's like, Howie Roseman's a football guy. Billy has now been saying for 5 years, I was wrong. I believe in Howie now.
Yeah, so I mean, Grimes, PJ, I can say what I can admit what I'm.
Yeah, no, listen, can't
not
always be right.
It's not often. It's not often, but it's good to hear.
So a couple of weeks ago, I picked the Eagles to lose, and they were down in Tampa Bay. Was it Tampa Bay?
Yep.
And my brother inundated your phone. Billy's a genius.
Blew it up. I said, I don't know how many quarters they played in Collingswood, but I think they played 4 in the NFL. And sure enough, those text messages stopped.
Got quiet at the end.
Yeah, got real quiet.
Real quiet.
Yeah.
Zach Bond is defensively. He's shown he's
great.
Well worth his value. He's been playing great. I was a little skeptical. You know how guys when I was taking a page out of your book
when they get paid.
Yeah, they get paid. Then all of a sudden they don't play
fall right off the mat.
Right?
Yeah,
not Bond, man. He's been surprisingly consistent.
That's great
and
signing.
he continued where he left off last year.
Yeah, he's playing great.
Can't complain about him at all. No.
Listen, Isaiah Rodgers, you can't sign everybody. That was the problem we had. You cannot.
You couldn't
sign
retain everybody back.
You can't. Yeah, so that's why they have to gamble with the guys you got.
Yeah.
And obviously with the payroll, the Eagles are. I don't know where they rank. Josh, you might know that.
I can pull it up.
As far as their payroll.
Yep.
But we obviously have a salary cap. Philly's obviously baseball doesn't have a salary cap.
I do know that Philadelphia spends the most guaranteed money in the NFL.
Okay.
They give up the most upfront cash. That's how they manipulate the salary cap because it's not money that goes on the base salary. It's like, hey, I'm going to make, for example, Saquon Barkley's contract actually doesn't count a lot against salary cap What they did is they said, here's $40 million up front.
Yeah, they front-loaded it.
Now we're going to pay you only $5 million a year after that.
Yeah.
Right.
I got you, yeah.
By the way, baseball does have a salary cap. As you said, you pay a payroll tax.
They pay a premium, right? They just pay the premium.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But that's not a hard cap like we
You know
have.
what the worst
right.
is? When you pay that premium all year and you don't win the first round of the playoffs.
So the
You know what I'm
Eagles.
saying? Like, that's where, you know.
that's a reference to
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not good, you know?
So the Eagles are in the middle of the pack when it comes to the salary cap.
Okay, we're in the middle.
They're 16th.
So it does
That's
make
good.
a tough pill to swallow when like, for instance, the Phillies, the fourth highest payroll in baseball.
Yeah.
And then they come out in September. Now, I know they ran into a buzzsaw with the Dodgers, but does that bother you guys? Like, it's not our money.
It's the way we lost,
But the fact that, it's like, they just don't show up in the playoffs making all that money?
Well, how about, we haven't even talked about Dombrowski's comments about Harper.
Oh, you mean that?
I know we're talking about the Eagles, but we haven't even talked
Oh,
about
you mean
that.
Dombrowski, the pompous schmuck who runs the Philadelphia Phillies?
See, I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't value. I don't have that thought about
I put him on a Howie Roseman pedestal.
Yeah, I have him up there too. Listen, I wrote.
How's it his fault?
Hey, Grimes, did you hear my
He
show?
built
yesterday?
the roster.
Yeah, but how's it his fault they don't show up in the playoffs?
Well, maybe he should stop telling us how smart he is and what happened in 2006
I like
and stop signing high-risk, high-reward players.
Have you followed this guy's track record?
What, are you his agent?
I just follow.
See, now
I
he's
just,
gonna give it to Mark.
no, but I'm a stat guy.
So ready for this, Grimes? You on the show yesterday? Because Dombrowski gets out, he talked for what, about 45 minutes?
55 minutes.
He said a lot, but he said nothing. I said it was like Tiny Tim. Tim going through the tool.
his
We played
answers-
Tiny Tim on my show yesterday.
Dude, the condescending comments. Do you know how hard it is to hit a 100-mile fastball? He's like,
Dodgers were a good team.
Dodgers are a really good team. You guys don't understand how good of a team
How
the
hard
Dodgers
is it
are.
to throw it to first base?
But Grimes,
I see like 8-year-olds do it every day. And
But
like, what do you
Grimes,
mean?
he does have a good point. He kind of really talked about Bryce Harper in a way that I don't think was necessary.
No, I don't know if he's trying to light a fire in them or just saying, hey, he lost his step. Basically tell him he lost his step. He's not the same Bryce Harper he was. Yeah.
He threw Bryce under the bus a little bit.
Yeah, he did. I was shocked at that. But
And what was funny was when they asked Rob Thompson the same question later, he was like, well, I wouldn't go that far. Like,
try to pull back.
Yeah, Thompson tried to reel it back in, but the toothpaste's already out of the tube, buddy.
We're broadcasting live from LaScala's Beach House in Brigantine. Come on down, watch the game with us. They get all these big screen TVs. You sit at the bar. Every seat has a great view of the television. And then, of course, you can look past the TVs and see the Atlantic Ocean through palm trees. The food's great here, too. I know Grimesy likes that breadboard, right? Like that?
Yeah.
That's like
The honey,
a dessert.
ricotta. Yeah. Phenomenal.
They do
Just
it real
great
good.
Italian seafood here. Look, you were the first time you came in here last year. You were like,
I was blown away.
Yeah,
I thought it was unbelievable.
And here's a guy that goes out. He eats all the nice restaurants and the casinos and stuff.
By the way, he's in Ocean now, so I went.
I see
went to
all
high
the
school,
bags.
Rob.
I seen them all the bags coming out of the plate. People are going. Yeah, it's great.
I went to high school, Rob, in
Did
Ocean
you?
City.
Yeah.
Great guy.
All right, the Eagles play the
see
Minnesota Vikings today at 1 o'clock. You listen to the call right here on 97.3 ESPN. Mike and Merrill on the call, and Mike Quick, man. I like Mike and Merrill do a fabulous job. He keeps it real too. He doesn't sugarcoat things.
No,
He calls it out when he has to.
Yeah,
that's your buddy, right,
My
Grimes?
guy. Well, we were going to the Brigada box. He got on the elevator.
Oh, yeah.
And he walks on. He stopped at his, and he goes, Grimes.
So one time I turn on the Sixers game, and there's Grimes. He's sitting right behind the Sixers bench.
Oh, you're right there?
Yeah. Look. Once again with Scott Grayson, it's a big difference. 5-2 and 4-3. We need a big win today, man.
It's a big week. Oh yeah.
All right. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-9272-921. They deliver. Get down there, say hello to Jason, Will, JM, Billy, Chet. They do a great job. I want to tell you about LaScala's Beach House. Come on down and watch the game with us. We'll be here cheering the Eagles on. LaScala's Beach House in Brigantine opened 2 summers ago to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites. just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at LaScala's, located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LaScala's, BeachHouse.com. Let's eat. When we return, we'll talk with my fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, P.J. Corda, Mark Grimes, and Josh Hennig, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Sixers basketball Wednesday night on 97.3 ESPN with the voice of the Sixers, Tom McGinnis, calling all the exciting play-by-play action.
He steps beyond on the left side for three, and it's in. A timely tray by Maxey.
It's Sixers Celtics Wednesday night. Coverage begins at 7:30. It's Sixers basketball all season long on South Jersey's radio home for Philadelphia 76ers basketball. 97.3 ESPN.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the Locker Room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes? Then step into Elisa's shoe store on Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey, where style meets comfort. From trendy sandals or everyday sneakers or an elegant heels for a night out, they've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's Elisa's Shoes at Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call 609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the Locker Room sent you.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Right now at the Home Depot, shop fall savings and get up to 40% off select appliances like Frigidaire. Get ready for a season of hosting with the Frigidaire Stone-Baked Pizza Oven. The only oven that reaches 750 degrees for restaurant-quality pizza in as little as 2 minutes. Start making hosting easier with fall appliance savings today at the Home Depot. Only when using Stone-Baked Pizza mode. Offer valid October 2nd through October 22nd. U.S. only. See store online for details.
Caesars Sportsbook app is the only sportsbook app with Caesars rewards. Bet on gridiron action and earn perks on every game like hotel stays, bonus bets, game tickets, and more. Download the app using promo code RADIO20X and place your first bet of $1 or more for a chance to double your winnings on your next 20 bets. Open to new users in New Jersey who are 21 or older. Max bet at $25 for boosted winnings. Max additional winnings $2,500 per bet. Profit boost tokens expire 14 days after receipt. See Caesars.com/promos for full terms. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at LaScala's BeachHouse in Brigantine for our Eagles pregame show. Billy Schwein, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, my agent at the beach, Mark Grimes, and Josh Hennig producing and co-hosting with some breaking news.
So we have multiple sources reporting. Ironically, we just talked about this in the last segment. Mike Garafolo of NFL Network and Adam Schefter of ESPN are both reporting that with Zadarius Smith retiring, Eagles' Brandon Graham is strongly considering coming out of retirement. Mike Garafolo spoke to Jason Kelsey. Kelsey said, quote, "I don't think when Graham retired he fully wanted to stop playing, but the injuries had built up on him." He went on to say that Graham is flattered to be mentioned as a possible solution for the Eagles. Now that reality could be coming in the near future, says Mike Garafolo.
I don't know. I mean, I love Brandon Graham. I just don't know if is he in football shape? It'll take him a little while to get in shape.
No, I think he's in football shape. Yeah, I think.
Well, we don't need him to play every snap.
Right.
But he can help out. He's definitely an addition. I mean,
Well,
if
he's definitely
willing.
great in the line. I mean, he chirps and he gets the team ready, fired up, ready
He's
to
a
play.
leader. He's a leader.
Hey, I would do it.
Guys, now it's time to talk about fantasy football. And my team stinks. I flat out stink this year. Look at that. I just lost last week by 1 point. I can't buy a win, Grimesy.
Billy, I'm going to hold my comments.
And now it's time for my fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Restaurant in Summers Point, serving lunch, dinner, and spirits. Watch all the big games while enjoying their famous wings. Check out the full menu at charliesbar.com or call in for takeout at 609-927-FOOD. That's 609-927-3663. Meet your friends at Charlie's Bar at the shore since 44. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room all the way from Rome, Italy, my fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. Good morning, Guru.
Brian.
Hi.
Oh, Naples.
Hi.
Are you on a merry-go? Are you on a merry-go-round?
Congo line. Well. I definitely could have done it. Well, I'm losing my belly, Guru. I'm down to 238, man. It's working. But you know what? You know what's not working, Guru, is my ability to get a win in fantasy football. I'm 0-6, and I just lost last week by 1 point. Now, Brian, I know with modern tech. Now I know modern technology allows you're over in Europe, but you don't miss anything. You probably can keep up with the Eagles and Philly, the Flyers and the Sixers and college football and whatnot. But have you been paying attention to stuff while you're on vacation with your lovely wife? No.
No way.
That's
awesome.
crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Well, you got to tell the Thomas boys. That'd make them happy. All right, now, hey, Brian, the guru, we talked to Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News earlier, and I want to preface this by saying this is a big, huge game for the Philadelphia Eagles today. It's a big difference between 5-2 and 4-3. Now, in terms of fantasy football, this Scattaboo, is he starting to rack up points as a fantasy player this year?
Oh. Would the guy's name happen to be Billy Schwein that drives Scatterboo?
No, it wasn't. Hey. So when I first drafted, I had Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley, and I thought for sure that I would have a pretty good year. But those guys have not been performing up to their potential or what they did last year, anyway.
Stacking.
I would agree with that.
All right, Brian, let's get to a couple of things before we get to your plays for NFL Week 7. First of all, Stephon Diggs, he has been cleared to play today, but he's been a very inconsistent fantasy football producer. What is your take right now on Diggs for fantasy football owners? I love the person who was arguing with me yesterday, telling me Puka Nacua was not ruled out when he was obviously ruled out. I always love those people. Anyway, I want to ask you about Deebo Samuel. He has been ruled out, so are you recommending people to pick up Luke McCaffrey, Christian McCaffrey's brother? Or are you telling people to go with Zach Ertz? What is the play for Washington?
Nice. It's Negadelphia in here. I'm just asking about R.J. Harvey. What do you think? Is he going to eventually get a role on the Broncos or no? I mean, I got him on my team, and I'm thinking about just getting rid of him at this point. I don't know what to do. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I have two situations with splits there. I also picked up Montgomery, who's not getting the fair share of carries. I would say Gibbs is getting it for the Lions more than anything, and it's tough with the split running backs. You don't know which way they're going in any game, you know.
Frankly, this segment is tough with the music in the background.
I know, you sound like you're on the merry-go-round at Playland.
Okay. Gotcha.
Hey, Guru Grimesy here. Hope you're having fun in that Congo line. It sounds like you're. I can picture the pina colada right now. Hey. Rum punches are deadly. Hey, I'm curious. I asked this question earlier to these guys. I have Jordan Addison, but I'm sitting him only because he's going up against the Eagles. Do you block that stuff out, or do you do the same thing I do? You don't want to root for a guy that's going up against your home team. Right. You got it.
All right, fantasy football guru. Now it's time for your picks for Week 7 in the NFL. All right, Guru, I have one last question. This is from Fran McLaughlin, our buddy that does the high school athletes in the spotlight. He said, who should I start today, Bryce Hall against Carolina or Scattaboo against Denver? All right, there it is. All right, now today the Eagles play the Minnesota Vikings. 1 o'clock kickoff. You catch all the action right here on 97.3 ESPN. What's your prediction for today, Guru? All right, Guru, we really appreciate you calling us from Naples, Florida. You're a dedicated employee, I got to tell you. All right, there he is, my fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. We'll talk to you next Sunday.
All right,
there he is.
Safe, buddy.
The fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, is brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Restaurant in Summers Point, serving lunch, dinner, and spirits. Watch all the big games while enjoying their famous wings. Check out the full menu at charliesbar.com or call for takeout at 609-927-FOOD. That's 609-927-3663. Meet your friends at Charlie's Bar at the shore since 44. That's Charlie's Bar. How about that? He's a dedicated.
That was impressive.
He calls in from Greece last week, Naples, Florida this week.
I mean, listen, people will be on the show all over the world by the time we get to the
Exactly.
all over.
I do have an update for the Eagles lineup today. Landon
Okay, here we
Dickerson
go.
and Jalen Carter are both active today.
All right, that's a good thing. That's
That
a good
is
thing,
a good
guys.
sign because we're going to need all our you need all our starters to be in the game.
Yes.
All right.
You know, help we can get.
We got one more segment. When we come back, we're going to get our predictions.
Oh, you've been holding us on a cliffhanger with your prediction. Can't wait to hear it.
Got to knock my socks off. Get impress me, Grimes.
Yes.
All right. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the Second Hour Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. Just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they'll have private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up and get our predictions. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein live from LaScala's Beach House in Brigantine with P.J. Corda, Mr. Negadelphia, my agent at the beach, Mark Grimes, and Josh Hennig on 97.3 ESPN.
Eagles football on 97.3 ESPN as the Eagles travel to face the Minnesota Vikings later today.
Going for Barkley, and it is caught by Barkley down the far sideline, and he is in for the touchdown.
Excellent play call. And Jalen Hurts drops a dime right into Barkley's lap.
Pre-game coverage begins at noon. Merrill and Mike call all the action starting at 1 p.m. This is where the Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is Billy Schwein from The Locker Room.
Pro Image Sports is proud to announce the opening of their brand new Ocean City Boardwalk store, located between 8th and 9th Street. They carry a huge selection of men's, women's, and kids' jerseys, clothing, headwear, and novelties for brands like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & Ness, and 47 brand. If you're looking for Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, or Sixers gear, or your favorite national team, Pro Image Sports has it all. For more information, stop by today or follow them online at fantreasures.com or on Instagram at ProImageOC. Tell them the Locker Room sent you.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Whatever your vision for holiday decorating, the Home Depot has what you need to bring it to life. Like our warm white holiday lights with steady lit technology, so your lights stay glowing even if one bulb fails. Whether you're going for a soft, warm glow or a colorful display of holiday cheer, choose from our wide variety of holiday lights starting at $5 in store only. Find everything you need to get your holidays started with the Home Depot.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Fun times are popping in the Pines at the Piccalilli Inn. Check out the Piccalilli Inn's annual Fall Craft Market today from 11 to 4. Sip and shop for one-of-a-kind holiday gifts from local makers from across the Delaware Valley. Craft beers and handcrafted gifts are the perfect reason to hop in the car and take the trip to the Pick on Route 206 in Chemung, New Jersey. For details, follow the Pick on Facebook.
If you can't stop in, stop back. The Piccalilli Inn.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from LaScala's Beach House here in Brigantine. Billy Schweim, Mr. Negadelphia, P.J. Corda, my agent at the beach, Mark Rhymes, Josh Hennig co-hosting, producing. Alex Berardis back at the studio. Wow. And I like hanging out with you guys for Eagles football, man.
It's great.
You got your Eagles gear there from Pro Image Sports on the boardwalk in Ocean City.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Thank you.
PJ's got his 97.3 ESPN vest. These guys are looking good, man. Yeah. So if when you wear your uniform, if you look good, you play good.
I like that. All
right, what's going on with the injury report, Josh? You were talking about this a couple seconds ago.
Yeah, so I just want to remind everyone what Alex said before the break. So Jalen Carter, Landon Dickerson are all good to go to play today. But who's not playing, what's interesting is A.J. Dillon has been listed as inactive.
Wow.
He's a healthy inactive, which makes you wonder, did he get benched because of the fumble in the last game?
They haven't had a hard time with these kickoffs. All right, listen, let's get to our predictions. We're going to start off with Alex Berardis back at the studio. Hey, Alex, what say you about this Eagles game today against the Vikings?
I do think this is a bounce-back week. I think that mini bye that we had there, Patullo said there was a lot of conversations in the locker room, a lot of good conversations, and I'm going to fall for the trap. I believe it. I don't think it's a Carson Wentz revenge game. I'm saying 27-13 Eagles.
27-13. The Eagles defense shows up. All right, Josh Hennig, I know you made your prediction in hanging with Hennig yesterday, but we'll like to hear it here on our show today.
So I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think the Vikings and the Eagles defenses are both going to make life miserable for the other team for most of the game. I got the Eagles winning 23-20 on the Jake Elliott game-winning field goal.
Ooh, 23-20.
She's got it going under.
All right, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, what say you?
Listen, I'm nervous about Carson. I am. I think that he's going to come out here and pick apart our weak spots. So I'm taking the Vikings at 24 and the Birds at 21.
You got a lot of faith in that Ginger Antichrist over there.
Listen, man, he's got that. The Gingers make it happen sometimes.
All right, Mark Grimes, my agent at the beach.
Well, I got the Sharps got this at 44 on the over/under. I think it's going to be higher than that.
Yeah,
I think Josh, I think you got two of the best receiving cores out there: Jefferson, Addison, AJ, right? Devontae.
Yeah,
so I think it's going to be high scoring. I got this at 31-28.
Eagles?
Eagles covered.
31-28.
Yeah, we get to that.
I don't know what I got to be honest with you guys. I listen to all the talk during the week, and I hear you guys' predictions. I look at the thing, and I just can't get a feel. I can't get a grasp for this team. I don't know. Like, everybody keep talking about their identity. Yeah. What's their identity? Are they going to run the ball? Are they going to pass the ball? Are they going to be predictable? Are we going to see a team that looked like last year a little bit? Well, I don't know.
We haven't established ourselves.
We haven't established. I have no idea. So because of that, you guys, I hate to do it to you.
Don't tell me that.
I'm going to go I'm going to take the fight until the Eagles show me something. Wow. I got to go the other way.
Hold on, I'm alerting the Brigantine Police Department.
They're going to give me a ticket on the way out of
ticket
town.
on the way out. And I don't care if you're going 30 miles an hour. They're pulling you over.
Guess what? I say the Vikings end up. I gotta just. I hate doing it, but I think the Vikings win this game today, 28-23.
Okay. Yeah, so you're taking the over too, though. You feel like it's still going to be high
I think the over is the play here.
Yeah, I think that's a strong
and
bet.
Another thing, I think I just got a text, and I agree with this. A.J. Brown's going to have a big day.
Listen,
love to see it.
Let me preface this by saying I hope I'm wrong.
I do too. I do too. I hope I'm wrong.
Because I know there's no one that bleeds more green than you.
We want to win.
We want to win.
We want to win.
But you know what I'm saying, Grimes? It's just they haven't shown me anything yet.
Yep.
If they come out and they fire on all cylinders and they look like an offense and they look like they get an aesthetically pleasing win today, then I'll be set up for the rest of the way.
Hey, weather's not a factor.
Right?
Indoors. That's right. It's indoors. That's right.
Yeah. Come on down to LaScala's BeachHouse. We're going to be hanging out here watching the game. Of course, the food's phenomenal. The atmosphere is even better. Come on down to LaScala's BeachHouse and watch the game with us here at Brigantine.
And slow down when you drive here.
Yeah, slow down.
They're waiting for you when you come over the bridge.
I want to thank Scott Grayson of always. Thank you, PJ, for showing up. Mark Grimes, Josh Hennig, Alex Berard is back in the studio. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Sunday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. Let's go, Birds. I'll see you next week.
The preceding program was paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schwein.
Go to get your game on at the Fanatics Sportsbook in the Gallery at Ocean Casino Resort. Cheers your favorite drinks while cheering on your favorite team. Go for the sports scene and go for the